Hello and welcome to TheAIbumMan. Now we've got to talk about the new Metallica song, How Could We Not? This is the first single from the upcoming album Hardwired to Self Destruct, which drops on November the 18th, and it's going to be a double album. Now we'll talk a bit about the details a little later on. Let me first just say that, Death Magnetic, of course, which was 8 years ago, just briefly my thoughts on that, I did quite enjoy it as an album. It's one that I return to every so often. I think tracks like All Nightmare Long and The Day That Never Comes, and now even the Unforgiven Part 3 are really good songs, but it certainly outstays its welcome. It's a bit too long, and the production is terrible. So how does this song differ? How does Hardwired change things up? Well, it's a lot shorter. This is under 4 minutes. You certainly would not get anything on Death Magnetic under 4 minutes. I mean, it feels at times as if there's nothing under 60 minutes on that album. But yeah, indeed, this certainly has a lot more of that early, thrash vibe to it. I'm not going to say that this wouldn't feel out of place on Kill 'Em All or Ride the Lightning, because it would. It certainly has a more modern approach to it. But it has that same style of songwriting. It's about fast, frenetic, frantic riffs, and, with some sort of shouted type chorus in a way. It's James Hetfield. You have his old gruff sailor's voice saying, "We're fucked, shit out of luck, hardwired to self-destruct." And the lyrics aren't exactly particularly inspiring. I guess it's a commentary on American politics at the moment, which does appear to be rather fucked. Though, don't worry, this certainly is not a song in that sort of Saint Anger vein of being fast, sharp, to the point, but without any guitar solos or instrumental variety. We certainly see Kirk Hammett offer a flurry of quick notes, and the solo's nothing particularly great. I've never been a huge fan of Kirk Hammett's style. I mean, it's not one of his best works. This is just a fairly average Kirk Hammett solo. It's really by the books, by the numbers, whatever you wish to say about it. And there's nothing from this song that really stands out to me. That's one of the take-home points from this. Now, it's unexpected also in the way that, after Death Magnetic, after Lords of Summer, we saw, back in 2014, which is like a 6.5 minute song. We're thinking, okay, well, they're going to continue down this road of having very, very long songs. So it's a nice change of pace, I guess, to have a shorter song, but it does have a lot of Death Magnetic feeling in it, and certainly in the way it's produced, I get that vibe, and that's what really worries me the most. The drums sound rather bad on this song. Now, not as bad as Death Magnetic, which have probably the worst sounding drums I've ever heard. On All Nightmare Long, the drums are near unlistenable when Lars is pounding the snare. Even on The Day That Never Comes, you have to turn down the volume so much just to compensate for the overwhelming horror of that snare. But here, on Hardwired, I find it's the bass drum that's the biggest offender. It sounds so weak. It sounds very annoying. It's like someone's just flicking a piece of plastic. It's like, what is going on? Bass drums are meant to have, a bass feel to them. They're meant to have a resonant sound. Instead, this just, as I said, feels like hitting a bit of plastic. So I certainly have some concerns about this album, and, well, the double album format of it also concerns me. 18 minutes of Metallica music, that could be very, very overwhelming. So overall, Hardwired, it's certainly not a bad song. It's definitely something refreshing in a way. While it's nothing new or innovative per se, it's nice to see Metallica go back to their roots, deliver something that's in your face, that's hard hitting. It's not going to be one of my favourite Metallica songs, I don't think. I don't think it's ever going to be a song that I love or adore or think in the same way as great things like Orion or Disposable Heroes. But it's serviceable, it does the job. It's not too shabby. This has been TheAIbumMan. I'll of course be reviewing Metallica's new album when it comes out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Long live rock and roll.